The book is originally by Scott F. Fitzgerald, in case any of you did not know that. Not very historically accurate, unfortunately. The movie, at least, is not. In case any of you did not know, Scott F. Fitzgerald actually got the idea for this book from a French book that was about the same thing. It was written in 1913. I don't remember the name exactly, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. Speakeasies. Yes, they were around. They were hidden behind businesses such as clothing shops and barber shops and pet shops and whatever shop you can name, it probably was hidden there. Many people did benefit, and probably a lot of families are still benefiting from the money that their families made during the Prohibition by being bootleggers and opening speakeasies. So that part is true. So like Gatsby, many people started speakeasies and bought alcohol legally from other countries and sold them underground and raised up the prices of them. So many of them did become rich because of that. Let's see. Daisy, her skirts were a tad too short, I believe, because I believe in the 1920s it was only maybe an inch above the knee, or like right below the knee. I don't believe it was like up her thigh, in which a lot of her dresses, from what I saw in the movie, were a little on the high side, and so the clothing was not historically accurate for the girls. The boys did dress like that in the 1920s. They were they did wear the hats and the suits, and they dressed like gentlemen. Not like today, where people just wear baggy clothes, unfortunately. If only men knew how to dress these days. Music. I was very disappointed in the music of this movie because, first of all, Jay-Z, he was not around in the 1920s rapping away about love and partying and sex and all that. It was not happening. He was not around. They had one song from the 1920s, which was disappointing because I myself very much enjoy 1920s music, especially jazz. Jazz is fun. You swing to it, you have fun. You're able to do the cha-cha and the swing and the salsa to it. You just got to get really into it. Unfortunately, they only had one song. But I do appreciate that the editors and producers of the movie made Lana Del Rey songs sound like from the 20s. When you compare and contrast the two songs, they sound similar. So when you really think about it in all reality, they sound similar, which is nice. I like that they sound similar, even though we, the audience, know that this song was made in early 2013, so we know that it is not from the 20s, unfortunately. Colored people, not accepted. So that historically accurate part of the movie where you see the colored people dancing in the car while going on Brooklyn Bridge with a white driver, never happened. Probably never ever happened. So colored people still were not accepted. I think racial tensions went up a lot more during the Prohibition, mostly because colored people started jazz music, and jazz back then was a little rebellious. It was not allowed. It's kind of like when you let a 7-year-old listen to Eminem and you hear all the profanities in his rap music. That's basically jazz music in the 20s. So the kids, wore shorter dresses, and they danced and they mingled with boys and girls, and they drank like no tomorrow, and the shorter the clothes, the better. The kids rebelled, and the older generation believed that because of colored people that this was happening, so racial tensions went up because of this. What else? Also, the characters in the book. Unfortunately, they did an okay job going by the book. It was not the best example of the book. I think they could have did a better job, but they didn't. But hey, it made them millions of dollars, so I'm assuming they were happy with how it came out. Daisy. in this movie, they didn't really make her superficial enough as in the book. In the book, she was very all about me, me, me. And in the movie, she was kind of like the ditzy blonde. And unfortunately, it didn't portray her character well enough, and I wish they would portray her well enough to get a real sense of, you know, the movie. I mean, the book. I apologize. They exaggerated on how big the parties are and how big the house is. Yes, the house in the movie and in the book was technically based off Scotta Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald's house up in New York. So, and it's still to this day the second largest estate in the U.S. But unfortunately, I feel like they made it too large and the party's too overdone. I don't believe they had such large champagne bottles, around, or fireworks right in the backyard. So maybe just to me it seemed overdone, like they were trying to make up for something. So I did not enjoy that. But hey, everyone enjoys something different. So yeah, this is my review. Hopefully I'll get a good grade for this. Thank you.